So this is a recipe for cheesy, spicy kale chips. So this recipe calls for 1/2 bunch of curly leaf kale that has been washed and dried, a healthy tablespoon of tahini. Now tahini is high in fat. Haven't found a replacement for it yet. If you have one, please let me know. A tablespoon of lemon juice and 2 to 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. So I've added all of the ingredients to a large bowl. Again, that's 1 healthy tablespoon of tahini, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and 2 to 3 healthy tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Now, since I like spicy food, here I'm adding some cayenne pepper. And next, I'm just going to mix all of this together with my hands. So here is what the mixed kale looks like. And you can taste it at this point, and if there's anything that is missing, feel free just to add nutritional yeast or spices to the kale at this point. So I've placed parchment paper on my cookie sheet to prevent the kale from sticking. And so now I'm just placing the kale on the cookie sheet, and I'm going to space it out as much as I can. And then I'm going to bake it. So I am notorious for burning my kale. So I've learned to set a timer for every 5 to 10 minutes, and I put it in the oven and bake it at 325 degrees. So every time the timer goes off, I check my kale. Yummy! It is done and it smells so good. So this has been baking in the oven for just over 20 minutes at 325 degrees. And let me tell you, my oven is crazy, and I probably need to get it fixed. So that's why I use a timer. So just know your oven and check your kale. It shouldn't take more than 20 to 30 minutes to perfection. Okay, so the kale chips are done and they look delicious. They're well, actually not that spicy. Just a little spicy, but they're very cheesy. So I discovered kale chips about 3 years ago, and I think during that time I was experimenting with a raw diet, and so I fell in love with kale chips, and I started making them on my own, and then maybe 6 months, 9 months into my whole kale chip discovery, I noticed that they were selling them at the supermarket. The first time I saw them, they were at Whole Check or Whole Foods, and I was like, cool. You know, I can get kale chips at the store. I don't have to make them. And in the beginning, I started purchasing them. I think at that time there was only like one brand being sold, and it was kind of on the expensive side, but you know, when I wanted to grab a snack, I was like, okay, I'll just do the kale chips. And then I noticed that they started selling them at other stores, like Trader Joe's sells kale chips now. You can go to just a regular old supermarket, they have kale chips. So everyone has kale chips now. It's no big deal. But the thing is that they are expensive. The last time I looked at Whole checks prices, it was like $7. This is brand, comes in like a little box container, and they're like $7. I don't play that. I am not paying $7 for kale chips. So essentially, you just buy a bunch of organic kale and make your own kale chips. And it's quite easy to do. And so I think, you know, check it out. If you like the cheesy flavor, check out these kale chips. I'm pretty sure you will love them. Okay, take care.